They have all the first-class carriages. They have goods carriages. They used to carry explosives, catering, everything. You can see these ones, just in the last month, these ones have fallen apart. You can see on the right-hand side. This is where they used to turn it around, just there. It was steam-operated, and they could push that turntable around to send the loco back down the way it came. The Army in the Second World War utilised it as well because they sent soldiers up to places like Geelong, Moulton, Lowenna, and their purpose up here in the mountains, and it was usually in the winter months, was to learn camouflage, live off the land, read maps, understand compasses, and that's where they lived up here. And one of the things that they ate, which, you got to eat, was they used to skin carpet snakes. And I'm a snake handler, so I don't like that word, but people eating them. But anyway, they had to survive. So there you go. There's the carriages. They put those tops on to protect them because a lot of these carriages have got Australian red cedar, quite possibly from the Dorrigo Plateau. But a lot of these, they all bought for scrap metal. Now some of these locos, one in particular up here is the Bay of Garrett, that was built in the late 1950s in Manchester in England. That weighs 260 tonne. Now that's worth over $500,000 now to collectors to buy it or enthusiasts. That's it there on your right hand side now. They used to derail a lot apparently, and of course they had to come over here with different gauges because Australia didn't have the single gauge in Australia. But look through behind that Falcon station wagon, you see an old World War II tank there, see that? That's what they used to pull the carriages and the locos around with. Someone told me that it uses something like 20 gallons a minute. So I don't know whether that's true. I think they've got Rolls-Royce engines in them or something similar. But all this scrap here, you could sell that scrap, and that could give them a good cash flow to maybe start something up. So this is the rest of the collection here. This is where they were going to have the museum. They were going to run a track down about half a kilometre. But again, that's not going to eventuate. Not in the foreseeable future. Probably not even in my lifetime. It's just called a white elephant, I think you called it. Unfortunately. Rail personnel up here. The little home on the left coming into view, not the first one just here, the second one with the 3 chimneys, that was the station master's home. That's where he lived. And that's the railway station, the one with 2 chimneys, and that little building this side is the old outhouses, and on this side the one that's falling down, that's the old goods shed there that they used to unload all the goods. Horse and cart, trucks, whatever, would come here on the left hand side here and load and unload to go off to its destination. Some of these went to sugarcane farms, some of them even came from overseas. But they just bought them for the scrap metal price at the time. By the way, the railway, the line, the 68 kilometres, was sold to both groups of enthusiasts from up here and Glen Ray. They sold half each, 34 kilometres each for $1. They had to have a monetary figure, and that relieved them of all responsibility, workers' comp, whatever, on the line itself, so that line is actually owned by both those groups now. That's the Dorrigo High School area on the right there. That's their animal husbandry, tree, crop growing, everything else. And that's their medical centre on the left hand side. I like that building, that's a nice building.
Yes.